So you now have an awesome profile, and you want rights holders to be able to easily find you. Of course you do. So now I'm going to teach you a few tricks that will get you and keep you at the top of searches. Now, the first thing you want to do is make sure you keep your profile as open as possible. Any vocal style, any age, any accent. Rights holders will often specify what they want, but if you stay open to anything, you will pop up as an option in their specific searches. Make sure you haven't checked off anything, because that can cut you off from everything else. The next tidbit is amazingly simple, and it is to simply change your profile regularly. To do this, you should go through all of the vocal styles that are possible. Search for titles accepting auditions. Now look right here in vocal style for gold. There are tons of descriptions that rights holders can choose from as to what they're looking for in their book. Now, how this helps you is if you can have a sample for each of these categories that you fit, then you will be so ahead of the game. So when you record a new book, add a sample with a different genre, a different vocal age, vocal style, you get the idea. Whenever you add a new sample, you move to the top of search lists. To a slightly lesser degree, whenever you also just add a new credit or something about you to your profile, the update moves you up the search list as well. So the more you actively change and update your profile, the more rights holders will see you and contact you for projects. The last thing that really sets you apart is becoming an Audible approved producer. You get the magical check mark on your profile that says you are one of the best of all the producers on ACX. These are the people who are always at the top of search categories. Now, there are specific criteria you have to meet to become an Audible approved producer. You must have read at least 25 books. When you submit your profile to ACX for review, you probably want to have a lot more, but the minimum for consideration is 25. You also have to have good references from the rights holders you've worked for. When they email you and tell you how much they love you, save those references and turn them all in as proof that you're greatly appreciated by people in the industry. You also need to make sure that the books you've read must be at least 6 hours in length. If you want to be an Audible approved producer, ACX expects the majority of the books you've read to be regular novel length, not novellas or pamphlet size, as I encourage you to start out. Once you've read a few small books and are confident you know what you're doing, you want to move on to much longer stories. Now, as I'm recording this class, I am not yet an Audible approved producer. And the reason is I just like reading books that are really short. Yeah, I like my workday to be short and sweet so that I have the time and freedom to go with my day and do anything else that I want to. And yet, I still get tons of offers and work just because I update my profile a lot. My email will suddenly get flooded with offers just because I added or altered one simple thing in my profile. So there are lots of different ways to get lots of work. You just have to decide what works best for you and keep on doing it. So you now have a great profile and it is going to get you noticed. So let's move on to how to find and perform all that work that is going to make you money.